It's okay not to be okay. And if nobody has told you that yet, I'm definitely going to be here to tell you it is okay not to be okay. Welcome. Hi. If this is your first time meeting me, I'm pretty sure this is my first time meeting me. Look, welcome to the Zen Den. Life has been lifing. So today's crystal is the desert rose. It's known for helping to amplify manifestation, but that's not what we're using it for today. It's also known for spiritual healing, emotional cleansing, clarification, and tapping into your own intuition. And that's what we're going to be using it today because it's been a day. We are often taught that, not being okay is the goal. And that strength means always having it together, I mean, how many of y'all are the strong friend? Because I know I am, where nobody checks in on you because it's always perceived from the outside that you got it together. You're the one that everybody comes to for emotional advice and support because you always have the answers, but you don't have that person in your life. Just like the moon and the seasons and the planetary alignments and conjunctions, emotions flow and they ebb. And to expect it to exist in this binary of just either okay or not okay, well, I'm here to tell you it's okay not to be okay. Today in particular, I was going through it. It seems like everything that could go wrong just went wrong. And if you guys watch my blog, then you'll see me going through it. What made me stop was realizing the reason why I was breaking down was because I felt like I had to be okay. I felt like I had to just get back up and keep trying and keep going. And that's something that I usually do. All right, well, keep going, keep trying. I'm that person for everybody else in my life where they feel like they're fed up. They feel like they can't keep going. They come to me because they know I'm going to be like, it's okay. How you feel is valid. Be upset, be angry, take that time. But then after that, no, it's going to be okay. But I realized I don't have that person. I have to be that person for myself. Like I've actually never had anybody tell me, hey, it's okay that you're not okay. It's not that they're unsupportive. They definitely support me. But to them, support looks like saying, don't worry, it's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. You're going to get through it. That's not what I want to hear. I know eventually I'll be fine. I know eventually I'll be okay, but I'm not right now. And as the person who was always expected to be strong and to keep going, I want to hear that it's okay that I'm not okay for once. I didn't realize how much I needed to hear that until I told myself for the first time, I'm not okay. And I'm not going to force myself to be okay. I'm not going to force myself to get up and try this again. I'm going to let it go. I finally gave in to what I thought was resistance. I suddenly was inspired to act. That Cancer Mars kicked in and I was like, ooh, I'm feeling passionate. I'm feeling like I'm ready to act. I'm feeling like I'm ready to film and I know exactly what I want to do. And that comes to resistance. I used to think that the whole world was against me. Like literally up until now. Saturn rules my chart. And for the past 24 years, every single year, for anything good that comes, something challenging came with it. And today I was just like, why does it always feel like things are resisting me? I know higher self is like, I know that that's not the case. That's not the bigger picture. I'm just focusing on the small details. But I'm like, the small details feel like everything is resisting me until I actually reflected in that little moment. I was like, but am I resisting? I always say that I quit. I always say that I give up when I throw my hands up. I do that a lot where when something is just irritating me, making me upset, I will throw my hands up. I will walk away from it. And I'll take a second to process. And then me doing that makes me finally ready to be, okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this. And I realized I have been taught that resistance looks like challenges being thrown at you, that resistance is an outside force that happens to you. Until I started to realize resistance was me not listening to my own intuition, my own emotions. When I wanted to give in the towel, when I wanted to stop, when I wanted to take a break, when I wanted to just say, I'm not okay, doing that. And when I didn't do that, that was resistance. And that's why I was experiencing the things that I'm experiencing. That's why I'm getting more frustrated than usual. That's why it felt like the world was against me, because I was against me. Realizing that and looking at resistance from a different perspective, I'm like, I wonder, where do you feel like in your area of life resistance looks like an outside force happening to you, and where it's really maybe you should be doing that thing you really want to do deep inside. While vlogging today, I kept saying there's a whole list of things I have to do, and there's a few items on this list of things I really, really, really want to do. And I was like, and I just want to get all the mundane out the way so that I can do those things I really, really want to do. The story of my life is me always prioritizing other people's feelings, prioritizing other people's emotions, prioritizing this needs to get done, that needs to get done, that needs to get done, and basically always putting my wants and my desires to the side. Because to me, I would feel guilty putting my wants and desires and feelings first. Part of me cutting those friends off recently was me finally putting myself first. I didn't even realize that even in the little moments, I'm not putting myself first. Now, I was frustrated not because it's not working out, because I didn't even want to do it in the first place. I was doing it because I felt as if I had to. That was resistance. I was resisting my own desires, my own wants. My own need was my want and desire. There's 7 planets, and they're all ruled basically by a deadly sin. The deadly sin for Saturn dominance is being greedy. This is when I finally realized this whole time my needs and desires have been aligned, but I've been pushing them both to the side because I thought these other things were my needs. I thought doing the things I don't want to do, doing the things I don't like to do is what I actually needed to do. The things I want to do always align with what I need to do. And the only time it becomes hard to do that thing is when I'm not doing it in a way that works for me. For example, exercise. I need to exercise and I want to exercise. And I used to think I need to do Pilates. I need to do yoga. None of those things worked for me. It wasn't until I said, you know what? Let me do a form of exercise I love. Walking. It's my favorite thing to do. It's actually something that I get up in the morning and look forward to. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to do my daily walk and I'm excited and I love this thing. Now I'm doing what I need and I'm also getting what I want. And I realized this whole time I had just been resisting myself. The biggest thing that I've been so afraid to admit to myself is that it was okay that I was not okay. Because I wish I had somebody else validate that for me. But a big part of reparenting yourself is you can't wait for other people to tell you what you need to hear. Sometimes you're going to have to be the person who does that yourself, even though you want to hear it from other people. I'm not okay. And that's okay. Me not being okay makes me appreciate the moments more when I am okay. When I do feel great. When I am able to get back up and keep going. I'm learning to give myself grace in these moments where I'm not okay. Part of the human experience is the low moments aren't you're failing and you're not doing great. It's you feel that way. And it's about your perspective. And I was going down a spiral where I'm like, I'm a failure. I'm not good enough. I'm not deserving enough. It's all frustrating. I'm failing at life. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know my path. And then I had to stop myself and say, and that's okay. Why am I saying those things like it's bad? That's okay. Like, how many successful people have you met where they failed so many times? So many times. I've been homeless. I've lost my job and been fired and I'm unemployed. Many times in trying to be independent because I grew up poor, in poverty, not having water on, not having clean clothes, not having food to eat. I'm doing my best to not necessarily get away from that, but to never have to be in that position. And I look around and I'm like, but I'm not in that position. I did work hard. I did get there. But sometimes I'm hard on myself because I feel like if I did this, I can do more. That I haven't given myself time to just not be okay. Like, especially from going through all the chaos that I've been through and still experiencing more chaos. It's never stopped. Trying to heal through the pain, but I'm not actually healing. I'm not, because healing is resting. Healing is allowing. Healing is flowing. And this whole time I thought I was doing that, but I've actually been resisting the healing because I felt like I don't have time to process that because I need to do this and this and this. No, actually I have time. I definitely have more than enough time to sit here and process it. But it's gonna wait. It's not even it's going to wait because my needs come first. And what I need to do is just not be okay. Stillness is not stagnation. And I think that's the most important lesson here to learn when you just don't feel okay. So if you have a water moon, reflect. Literally go within, rest, and just reflect, reset. Highly recommend taking as many showers as possible, spiritual baths, get yourself near water, go by a creek, a lake, a river, go. If you're an air sign, talk it out. That's what you need to do. You probably don't want to. Y'all like to be detached. You like to try to intellectualize it on your own. No, talk it out. Talk it out till your heart's content, even if you're talking to the camera. If you're an earth sign, go be with nature in some form of way. Go buy yourself a self-care plant and water that plant and let it be a symbol and a totem for your emotional and mental health. You're a fire moon. Be spontaneous. Do something out of the norm. Let your actions be led by your intuition. This is the perfect time. Cancer, Mars. Let your actions be led by your intuition. That thing that you want to do in the spur of the moment, just do it. That thing you've been waiting to act on, just do it. That thing that makes you feel super inspired and passionate, do it. If you are not okay, if you are allowing yourself to just not be okay, I want you to just comment down below what your moon sign is and what helps you process the most. I'm T Monet. You have been Zen, and I will see you in the next one.